out for the visiting Panthers. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for Sanders last week: 6 catches, 71 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Here's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Broncos at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone, and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. A great stop by DJ Wadham to back the offense up on that play. To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Vele. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Nix to the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now here's Young. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll go play action with Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Nix. Flush to his right. That is caught by Vele. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Nix. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hurt. Set up. Check go.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Roll, smash, hey.
Off the play fake, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. It'll be Young again. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Here we go,
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nix from the shotgun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's McLaughlin. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
5 catches for him in that 1st half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Nix over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Nix looking to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
To throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
2nd and 9. Now Young. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Young. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Young will set to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here is Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Let's go now.
The give is to McLaughlin. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 8.
Set up. 19 low.
Now it's Nix. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So now Young and the Panthers down 10-0, less than 90 seconds to go. Young to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now second down and a few inches. Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee here.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal.